How's everybody doing? Hey, I'm Mark Dutram with BayView Private Wealth, and welcome to another episode of BayView Views. There's been so many changes with the Secure Act. We did a video earlier in the year, but I want to give you an update because there has been changes to it and changes to the dates, and so we want to make sure, again, these are strategies and things that you guys will be using to make sure that you are maximizing your contributions and minimizing taxes as much as possible. So we're going to start with people that are near retirement, and that will kind of help focus on those folks. And really, again, big changes to the RMDs. So the new age for RMDs is increased to age 73, and that started in January of this year, January 2023. So if you turn 72 in 22 or earlier, you need to continue taking your RMDs just as scheduled. If you're turning 72 though in 2023 and have already scheduled your withdrawal, you may want to consider updating your withdrawal plan. Also, Secure Act 2.0 pushes the age at which RMDs must start to 75 starting in 2033. So starting in 2023, that hideous penalty that we used to have for failing to take the RMD is falling from 50% to 25%. And that penalty is reduced to 10% actually if you try to correct the error in a timely manner and then you submit that corrected tax return. Who knows what timely manner means, but I would say try not to have a mistake on it and therefore try to avoid the penalty altogether. Additionally, Roth accounts in employer retirement plans will be exempt from RMD requirements starting in 2024, which were really just fixing an oversight that they had made anyway. Because remember, Roths, in regular Roths, there's no RMD requirements from them. And then if you're turning 73 in 2023, remember you can delay your first RMD until April 1st of the following year, so April of 2024. But if you do that, you'll need to take 2 RMDs in 2024, and that might not be the best strategy for you in regards to taxes. So higher catch-up contributions, this is kind of cool. So starting in 2025, individuals that are age 60 to 63 will be able to make catch-up contributions up to $10,000 annually to your 401k plan or your qualified plan. And that amount will be indexed for inflation. So remember, a catch-up amount for people age 50 and older is currently $7,500 in 2023. But starting in 2026, if you earn more than $145,000 in the prior year, all catch-up contributions to your workplace plan, at age 50 or older will need to be made in a Roth account or after-tax dollars. So that's not too good. It's a little bit of discrimination there. So, but if you're an individual making less than $145,000, then, adjusted for inflation going forward, you could be exempt from these Roth requirements, right? So, starting in 2024, your catch-up limits are going to be indexed to inflation, meaning that it should increase every year, right? Because we're seeing inflation now. Matching for Roth accounts. So this is kind of new, right? Employers will be able to now provide employees with the option of receiving their vested matching contributions to a Roth account. This is really cool. Previously, all matching employer-sponsored plans were made on a pre-tax basis, but contributions to a Roth retirement plan, again, are made after tax, which means that the match would also be taxable to you if you chose that option. So remember, it's a nice benefit that you can have tax-free future growth, but you're not getting a pass on the match when it's Roth because you're going to have to pay taxes on it during that year. Qualified charitable distributions. We do this a lot with folks. They're called QCDs. But beginning this year, 2023, people who are age 70.5 and older may elect as part of their QCD to limit one-time gift up to $50,000, and this is going to be adjusted for inflation as well, to what we call CRUTs or CRATs. They're charitable remainder trust, unit trust, or charitable remainder annuity trust, or even a charitable gift annuity. So remember, this is an expansion of the type of charity or charities that can receive a QCD. Remember, it used to be it would have to go directly to a nonprofit. Now it could go into actually one of these CRUTs or CRATs, and remember, it's a very cool thing because how you design them could provide income for you or income for the charity for your lifetime. And of course, if you do this QCD and you do have an RMD requirement, this will count towards your annual RMD requirement. So really neat. Other changes for annuities, not as used as much, but we have something called a QLAC, or Qualified Longevity Annuity Contract, and they're getting a boost. We used to be able to put in $125,000. Now you can put in up to $200,000 into these deferred income annuities that are in your retirement plan, either like an IRA or a 401k. And what they allow you to do is begin payments on age 85, around age 85. So it's a way of kind of pushing off the RMD. But the dollar limit now is going to be $200,000 instead of $145 as of January 1st, 2023. And the law also eliminates the previous requirement that limited premiums to 25% of an individual's retirement account balance. So now a few things for people that are a little, retirement's a little ways away for them. So emergency savings, this is new. Defined contribution retirement plans would now enable you to add emergency savings to an account that's designated as a Roth, again, and eligible to accept participant contributions for non-highly compensated employees starting in 2024. So contributions will be limited to about $2,500 annually, and then the first 4 withdrawals that you take in a year would be tax and penalty free. So it's another way of kind of saving, and depending on your plan rules, remember the plan has to allow these types of things. These contributions, again, may be eligible for an employer match. Student loan debt, we're hearing so much about that. But starting in 2024, employers will be able to match an employee's student loan payment with matching payments to their retirement account. So that will give workers, again, an extra incentive to save while they're paying off their educational loans. And again, that's a lot of things. We're hoping that a lot of people get these reprieves from their current student debt, but this might give them some help. 529 plans, great plans. Remember, tax-free vehicles for your children, grandchildren. Well, if you've owned one after 15 years of ownership, the 529 plan assets can now be rolled over to a Roth IRA for the beneficiary. That's really cool. Now, it's subject to the annual Roth contribution limits and an aggregate lifetime limit of $35,000. So if you've overfunded this thing, again, the only thing that you'll be able to roll over is a max of $35,000. And the rollover is treated as a contribution towards the annual Roth IRA contribution limit. So again, many changes with the Secure Act, but it continues to provide, again, increased opportunities to save for retirement. And remember, as we say, everybody's financial situation is different. So some of these things will apply to you, some of them may not. And everything's not black or white. There's always a gray area with regards to when you start your RMDs, when you don't. Should I do Roth? Should I do traditional? All of those things are, you have to consult with your financial advisor and understand, again, the Secure Act changes and how they apply to you. But we hope to, again, bring you some wisdom and insight with regards to these things as they continuously change. But we appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching another episode of BayView Views. You guys have an awesome day.